All right, good. Since this was your idea, I'll have you start the podcast.
Oh God. Okay. Uh,
This should be
well,
good.
welcome everybody to another episode podcast thingy bob of Let's Get Things Straight. I am Lurk here once again with the one and only Mr. Rob, RCK Films.
Ladies and
Um,
gentlemen, I said that I think Lurk should try to start the podcast today, and that was the results.
you put me on the spot. I got nervous.
Literally,
Thanks.
like as soon as we started recording, I was like, "All right, now I'll have you start," and you're just like, you know what? I might leave that bit in. Actually, why am I describing it? I haven't recorded. I might leave that in.
Might as well just leave it in.
Just leave it in completely.
Oh
So,
man.
Lurk, what are we doing today?
So today we're gonna um uh,
Oh my
talk about
god.
celebrity conspiracy theories.
You
I
want
have
to
not been drinking.
you've al- you've always said we should do a podcast, and yet you don't know how to talk.
I know. I
or
don't know.
or is it the fact that you've been playing too much Spider-Man lately?
I think it's Spider-Man. Spider-Man's just got in my head.
But she just got a hold of a used copy of Spider-Man, which I'm shocked about because there's still plenty of shit that's coming for it, and I'm shocked that you got a used copy of it already.
I mean, I'm in love with it. I'm okay. Whoever the idiot was, thank you.
Like maybe he was a DC fan. Who knows? He did it for me. I've been playing a shitload of Red Dead 2, so our lives have been not
Pretty
occupied,
okay.
but occupied at the same time.
Yeah, occupied by virtual
Co-
stories.
look. Here's a good quote that I heard someone say about video gamers. Just because I play video games doesn't mean I don't have a life. It means I
I
choose
have
to live
multiple
many.
lives.
Exactly. There you go. I am now currently a Western wanted man that I sometimes try to dress like Woody. And you're a superhero. So
I'm Spooderlurk.
you're spooter like, oh god.
It's like I can't crawl. I can't crawl on the sides of buildings. It doesn't make
Your
sense to me.
your wall crawling hurts me to
I
see.
am on the floor trying my best.
Though I'll give you this: every time I see you struggling with something, I immediately try to type how to do things, and just as soon as I'm about to press send, you figure it out.
I get lost, but I figure it out eventually.
I'm just like, look up. There's a vent there. Look up. Don't try to break into the door. Why would Spider-Man break into a go to the vent? Okay, go to the. She figured it out. Okay.
This is why anytime I play like Outlast, I have to have someone there who's played the game coaching me because I cannot find the vents. No matter how many times I've played the game through, I don't remember where the fucking vents are.
I would have
So
fucked you too on. I would have completely just screwed you over on Outlast. No, go there. It's fine. Totally fine. They won't find you.
rude.
So yeah, what's today's episode about?
Okay, so celebrity conspiracy.
Oh my god.
Celebrity conspiracy theories.
I'm never having you host a podcast again.
Good. I went through and I found a lot. There's a few that I just think are ridiculous. There's one that I really like believe in. I have a few just like random tidbits, but I know you don't know like a lot of these.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
that's like this is the catch of the podcast. I don't know what she's gonna read to me. I don't really look too much into celebrity conspiracy theories. Like I maybe know like a handful, but like I can't really name any at the top of my head. So I'm fully expecting and hoping that I get my mind blown today, or get dumb fucked. Just get
Yes.
dumbfounded, going like, I'm sorry, what? So,
Which I feel like we should just start off on a pretty like easy note. I did ask Rob what famous people he wanted me to look into, and I mean Michael Jackson and Elvis. I mean, everyone should know the Michael Jackson one.
Michael Jackson, you could talk about for hours. So,
Yeah, which we'll touch on because I mean I feel like we can all probably be on the same page as this.
He's touched enough people, so it's about time we touch him.
Do you know anything about this conspiracy with his death at all?
With his death?
Yeah.
Um,
Or do you live under a rock?
Can't say I know, and well, I live in a lot of rocks, but can't say I really know one off the top of my head. But I'm sure if you read it, I'll
Okay.
be like, oh, I've heard of that.
Well, I mean, it did go to court.
Well, I know his doctor had something to do with his death.
Well, I mean, I think he was the face that they blamed.
Yeah.
But there is a lot in, like, this is a whole other thing that I want to touch on too. So it kind of leads into probably one of the bigger theories that I have written down. My other one is about Keanu Reeves. So we'll save that for a little bit later.
I'm intrigued about that one.
Like, there is a whole website.
Oh my
about
God.
Keanu. Like,
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's in depth. So the
That was a
Michael
very
Jackson one-
Canadian way of saying Keanu.
Keanu.
Keanu. That was very Canadian. Not sure where, but it's Canadian. Maybe Nova Scotia. I don't know.
Oh, probably don't you know. So Michael Jackson. The whole thing with his death is like, and what did go to court is that they're holding his doctor responsible that was there to treat him and give him some antibiotics or something, because Michael was suffering from a few like normal kind of health issue things
Yes.
to do with his lungs and whatnot. So the doctor was doing house visits and whatnot, and it was a normal reoccurrence thing. And the whole thing is that the doctor injected Michael with a substance that ended up killing him. I think it was something that was a milky cream thing. It was kind of a
I actually know
hormone.
exactly what you're talking about because Robin Williams was on the same drug. He
Yeah.
took that same. You said there was like a milky cream. It's called propofol, and the like it's basically the milk of amnesia. They call it. You drink it. It's basically what they give. It's basically a horse tranquilizer.
I
long
don't
story
know
short.
if it was milk of amnesia though. That I'm not too sure. I
Robin
know it was
Robin Williams called it that, but it could have been something else.
because there's a lot of older people that take that in general.
Yeah.
But what was injected into Michael's UV bag was not supposed to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Okay, I think I did hear something about that. But what I know
Yeah.
about the whole propofol thing, the milky thing, he took that every night before he went to bed. And that's basically taking 12 like horse tranquilizers right before you go to sleep, and that is like, you're insane. You're
Yeah.
insane.
so this is on a different level. This actually like caused Michael to die.
Oh boy.
And I don't think it was that. I think it was something else that was of a creamy substance. But so to start it off, is it Latoya? Is his sister?
Yes.
Yeah. So Michael, a few days before, or a week before, I think it was a few days before his death.
Latoya and Janet Jackson. Just wanted to point that out.
Yeah. Yes. Was on the phone with somebody, I think a family member, and I believe it was Latoya. And he was saying, like, there are people that are out to get me. There's people that are going to kill me. I know they're going to come and kill me. And he had told her exactly who it was that was out to kill him.
Hmm.
His daughter also believes the same thing, that her father's death was not, like, it was planned. It was a murder. It was not due to any of his health reasons. It was someone wanted him dead. And so Latoya knows who it was. There's a group of people out there that decided to kill Michael Jackson. That whole thing will lead into another theory after we talk about the Michael Jackson, because there's a ton of random things with celebrities and whatnot.
What the fuck? A hit on Michael Jackson? I guess
Yes.
he's not. I guess he's not much of a smooth criminal. Ba-bum.
R.I.P. Michael Jackson. So there's a recording of him saying to somebody as well that there's someone out that's going to come kill him, and he knows that they're going to come get him. He is going to end up dying soon.
Whoa.
And it just so happened. So let me paint a picture. The doctor, who was the face behind the group of people that wanted Michael Jackson done killed,
Excuse me.
done killed, bless,
Done
um,
kills.
that wanted Michael Jackson dead. They blamed all of it on the doctor because the doctor was the one who was probably inevitably to blame. And
It's like that scene from
paid
fucking
off.
Team America where Kim Jong Il can't even say inevitable.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
You're
So
welcome.
that day, Michael's in his bed, um, and his kids are playing. The chef is in the house. There's a security guard out front, like always, and the doctor's visiting. The doctor was in the room, and ended up screaming for help. Um, and the chef came upstairs and saw the doctor screaming, and he said to get the security guard and to get Michael's two kids, which I don't understand why he said send in the kids. But
Hey, kids, look at your dad foaming up the mouth. Isn't that fucked up?
so Michael was not breathing. The security guard said when he got to the room at that point, the doctor, quote unquote doctor, was performing CPR on Michael while he was in the bed. And that is not how you perform CPR. If you're going to do CPR on somebody, they need to be on a hard surface like the floor so that your body pressure going into them isn't absorbed. It's actually going to their heart
Oh wait, they were doing CPR while he was in bed.
while he was laying in the bed.
Oh.
Uh, the security guard, like minutes, like a good amount of minutes have gone by before 911 was called, and it was the security guard that decided to call 911. The doctor didn't do shit. He's the idiot trying to perform CPR while Michael's laying in the bed. And so the 911 dispatcher said, you need to get like him on the ground and perform CPR and do mouth to mouth. And then the doctor proceeds to say, I've never done mouth to mouth before on a person. So here's this doctor. He also stalled the security guard from calling 911. He was saying, see those vials over there? You need to hide them. See that IV bag? You need to hide that. Like, was very much so like, you need to hide these things because he was doing something wrong. Obviously wasn't an actual doctor. He was sent there by someone to get rid of Michael.
Somebody bought him off Craigslist and they were like, here, we'll pay you this amount of money if you can just kill Michael Jackson.
Yeah, pretty much.
Holy fuck. Wow. I can't believe that, like, people will be probably out to kill him because there was a story. I'm not sure if it's really true. I guess I don't want to call this a conspiracy theory because I saw this in a movie. Some, like, I think it was either, like, Lifetime or HBO, something like that. They made a movie about Michael Jackson's bodyguards. And one moment was, like, one of Michael Jackson's brothers, not somebody from Jackson 5, like, I think one of his, like, youngest brothers that wasn't famous, said that like Michael owed him money and Michael never paid up, and he actually went to the front of his house. I think he drove through his big front gates and he tried to kill Michael Jackson, but like the security guards were like, get back the fuck up. And it was this huge debate. So I can probably believe that, like, oh yeah, probably some group of people wanted to kill Michael Jackson.
Well, so that whole theory just leads to this one that most, like, there's a theory that most of the famous people in the world are connected to the Illuminati.
Oh, yeah, of course.
In one way or another, because the Illuminati control everything.
Of course.
Of
course.
There's a lot of things about, like, if a celebrity were to say something about the Illuminati or come forward about something that they're doing. So it seems like, in this case, I would say probably Michael Jackson was going to say something about the Illuminati. And they wanted to shut him up, kind of thing. But it just leads to this whole weird thing of how a lot of famous people have died by drug overdoses and alone, because technically you can say that Michael Jackson died alone of a drug overdose because of what was done to him. Just to list a bunch of people so you can get a huge picture of like why this is a huge theory. Whitney Houston died of drugs alone. Heath Ledger, drugs alone. Philip Seymour Hoffman, drugs alone. Jim Morrison, drugs alone. Michael Jackson, drugs alone. Robin
Huh.
Williams, suicide and alone. Corey Montez, whatever, drugs alone. Fun fact, he did that when he was in Vancouver at a hotel down here. Kurt Cobain, suicide and alone. Jimi
Wait,
Hendrix,
that wasn't a
drugs and
hotel
alone.
I was staying in, right?
No.
Oh, thank
Fuck
God.
Janis Joplin, drugs and alone. Marilyn Monroe, drugs and alone. Anna Nicole Smith, drugs and alone. Amy Winehouse, drugs and alone. Brittany Murphy, ammonia and alone. That's so many people that were young, mostly young,
Mostly.
died of drugs and alone, or died of we don't bat an eye at this kind of thing because I guess celebrities can be depressed. I guess celebrities can get into drugs and shit and whatnot, and it's like just whatever. But the other crazy thing with this is that they all seem to go in threes.
Huh.
Have you noticed that? And they'll go within about a week or a few days of each other. Where do I have this written down? Because it's really weird. Nope, that's Lindsay Lohan. That's a whole other thing I want to get into.
Oh, God, Lindsay Lohan. Talk about somebody else we could talk about for hours.
But it's just, there's something going on that is making celebrities die of drug overdoses and alone and all within a few weeks of each other. Because even when Carrie Fisher died, there was someone else who died in the same week, and then her mom died not even a week later.
Well, 2016 is the year where, like, you could probably confirm all of this shit because that was the year where literally every celebrity died. Because, like, you had Chyna, the wrestler, pass away, and literally not far after her, you had Prince, who died. And, like, oh God, who else? Look at how many people, well, cancer was the first three that died in 2016. You had the dude from Motorhead, and you had David Bowie, and oh fuck, who else?
Yeah, but it's all within a week.
Alan
Like,
Rickman.
how weird is that, though?
That is very
that
weird.
was within a week. There's my example. It was in 2009. It was Michael Jackson, Farrah Fawcett, and Ed McMahon that all died the same week.
Don't forget about don't forget about. Well, I'm not sure if he counts as a celebrity, but don't forget about Billy Mays. If you know who Billy Mays is.
I mean, I've heard the name. Does it?
Hi, Billy Mays here with Swift Cleaner or whatever.
Oh,
that's
jeez.
He died like I think at like
he's a celebrity.
no, but like he died in like the same like week that Farrah Fawcett and Michael Jackson died the same day. That's like crazy. And literally no one gave a fuck about Farrah Fawcett anymore after Michael Jackson passed.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh Jesus. But yeah,
just so weird.
That is way too like that's too much of a coincidence.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
maybe
there has
it
to
is
be something
but
behind it. There's no way that it can be like that many celebrities all dying from the same thing and all alone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, really? Even like Marilyn Monroe and Bob Marley, to get more involved with their deeper conspiracy theories, is that the CIA killed them off. And
oh God!
I believe that the CIA.
I believe the
Marilyn.
I was gonna say I believe the Marilyn Monroe one. I believe that one.
Well, because she was so close with the Kennedys, she knew too much.
Oh, she was way too close to the Kennedys.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
she
since
was.
she did have a drug problem, it was very easy for them to slip something into her drugs for her to die.
Happy birthday! Wait, which Kennedy are you? John. Okay.
Bob Marley too. It's also said that the CIA also killed him with the drug overdose thing as well, because there was one time that there was 3 gunmen that went after Bob Marley, and one of them was a known CIA agent.
Jesus.
Yeah, and it was all around the time, like, the song I Shot the Sheriff, whatever. Like, the CIA was not happy with that song because he was very influential.
I am offended.
So
I am offended.
But to just know that, like, there was a gunman sent after Bob, and it was a CIA agent. Like, there's no way that he just overdosed on drugs by himself. There was obviously something else, just like Marilyn.
I
Because
have not
clearly
heard
they've been
about the.
doing drugs on their own.
Wow, I
So,
haven't heard about the Bob Marley thing. Wow,
yeah,
I did not know about that one.
yep.
Holy shit!
Um, Here's just a little fun fact. I have some fun fact conspiracy theories.
I wouldn't
Because
call those fun, but those are facts. Well, maybe,
well,
maybe we don't know.
I mean, some of them are just facts too. But they all came up when I was searching celebrity conspiracy theories. Did you know that Matthew Perry is missing the tip of his middle finger?
Wait, what?
Yeah,
No way.
yeah.
I gotta look this up.
I think it's been missing since he was 4 or something. The tip of his middle finger, I believe, on his left hand is missing.
I gotta
And
look
you'll
this up.
he doesn't like when he talks with his hands and he like frees it, you'll see that there is the tip of his finger is missing.
Oh, holy
Just
shit!
never acknowledged it. Yeah.
Holy shit! What the fuck?
Yeah. I had no idea. So
You know,
through the entire series of Friends, he has the tip of his finger missing, and we just no one noticed.
you know what that reminds me of? Our mayor in Chicago, he's got like the same thing. He has like a middle finger missing. I think in either like his left hand or right hand. So the joke is like, because a lot of people don't like him. So the joke is like, oh, he's missing a middle finger. Let's give him one. And everyone just flips him off.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But
Another
wow.
fun fact. How old do you think Rebel Wilson is without looking it up?
Rebel Wilson. That's
From Pitch Perfect,
the
Fat
blonde,
Amy.
the black one.
Yep.
The blonde one. I mean, not the black one. Why did I say black one? The blonde one.
The,
The
yes, the blonde, bigger lady, Fat Amy.
how old is she?
How old do you think she is?
Well, she looks like our age at the very least, but like Anna Kendrick's like I think 30 or something like that, right? So
Yeah.
I'm guessing at the very least maybe she's older than like maybe 36.
She is 2 years away from being 40.
What? Wow. Well, I wasn't
Yeah.
that far off. Wow.
The reason why she showed up was because when Pitch Perfect originally came out, you got to think back, she would have been in her like mid 30s basically. when the first
Wow.
one
Holy
came out.
crap. I never.
And yeah,
She's-
no, I didn't think she was that old either.
She looks our age.
Yeah, she looks like she's 20, like in her mid 20s, late 20s.
What
But
is
I
she?
mean, Anna looks like she's in her mid 20s and she's in her early 30s. But
What is she? Australian or she's
Yes.
Australian?
Yeah.
They take good care of their skin. I'll give them that. Holy crap.
but the reason she came up was because when the original Pitch Perfect came out, she had a interview with some sort of company. I'm not too sure. They never asked her how old she was, but in the article they printed that she was like 26 or 27. And when she came out with her age, that company tried to sue her, and she's like, "Well, you never asked me how old I was. I never lied about my age. So you guys just put it in there. You guessed."
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh wow. That's blowing my mind. How old she actually is.
Yeah. It's yeah.
She's 38. What the fuck?
Yeah, she does. Good for you, Rebel Wilson, for looking beautiful as fuck for an almost 40-year-old. Like,
She had a really funny moment. She was in a lot of shit because she was in one of the Teens Choice Awards and she was introducing One Direction. And now keep in mind, there's like little girls here, like
Oh,
even though
yeah.
it's teen, it's like 8 years old, and they're all One Direction fans back when they were a thing. And she goes, it's funny. Whenever I think of the name One Direction, that's just a nickname I give my asshole. She said this on live television for a Teens Choice Awards.
oh, I love her.
So give zero fucks. All the moms were offended. The kids were shocked. The fathers were laughing hysterically. So good on her.
Oh, jeez.
This is the nickname I give my asshole.
Okay, we'll talk about Justin Bieber.
Oh no.
It's said that Justin Bieber is a reptilian.
Oh my god.
Supposedly in Perth at the airport, there was about 100 fans or so that saw him shapeshift. There was a bodyguard um, that was standing in front of Justin and had started yelling and screaming at people and threatening them that they need to put their phones away and stop recording. There was reports of people saying that they saw him grow taller and become scaly, that his eyes changed. There's people that said that they were there and saw girls screaming and crying and running to the bathrooms, and men running for their lives because it was a scary thing. There was an article posted with all the quotes and stuff from people onto a website, and shortly after it was posted, it was taken down. And when sources and whatnot were trying to investigate the story a little bit more, and they went to the website to read the article was no longer there, and people got in touch with the company to ask where the article went. They said they never posted an article, and there's people that screenshotted the article before it was taken down, and the title was all in all caps, and they're like, we don't post our titles in all caps, and we have no record of that being posted. So there's a theory too that Justin paid off the website to pretend that they never posted the article to try and hide the fact that he's a reptilian.
Wow, so he'll say nothing about that one person that made the prank saying that Justin Bieber eats a burrito the wrong way. Yet when someone says that he's a reptilian, he's like, oh, fuck this. I have to delete this right now.
Yeah, exactly. He probably got a kick out of the burrito thing. But the reptilian thing, because he is a reptile, he has to hide it.
Oh my god.
There's also...
I'm going to call horse shit on this one, but continue.
Okay, there's other evidence. You might want to look up the clip for this. In 2014, he was arrested, and there's video of him in his prison jumper doodad thing in front of a camera. And if you watch him blink, you see his eyes change from human to lizard, reptilian-like, and back. So I'm sure if you look on YouTube, Justin Bieber reptilian eyes or something, it'll show the clip.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna do that right now because I'm still
it's really creepy.
Because I'm still kind of horse shit, but eyes change in court. Okay, let's. Okay, well, first of all, let me.
Okay, so I was watching.
No! Shut up! Okay. Dude, doing a selfie video. That's.
His eyes changed into kind of a yellow with a very black middle, and then change back when he blinks and he kind of shakes his head.
Because right now he's blinking.
Yeah, I mean, there should be a change.
He looks like a fucking Sims character. What the fuck?
Yeah.
It looks like, oh my god, it looks like for 1 second, he had the smallest pupils. And he's looking down and he looks up, and then when he blinks out one time, it looks like whatever drug he was on just hit him. So now he's dilated as fuck, and he's like, whoa, it just hit me. Oh, Judge, you look sick right now, bruv. Oh, shit. Oh, motherfucker, I'm British. Oh, my God.
Justin Bieber goes from Canadian
to
British.
That's my explanation of it. I don't think it's reptilian. I think he was just fucked up on something.
Drugs hit him.
The drugs hit him.
But there's other cases of people being considered reptilians. That includes Mark Zuckerberg, Trump, Hillary Clinton, Obama, and the Queen.
Okay. I can't believe that Mark Zuckerberg won, but I believe that he's an android. Just watching that man try to be human. It's not. It's so.
He's trying. What's he doing on his floor? His best.
The sad thing when the fucking what's Jesse Eisenberg was a more human Mark Zuckerberg than Mark Zuckerberg. Oh my god.
The thing that gets me the most is that the fucking Queen is a reptilian.
Uh,
Because
I,
she's
I
like
got
the
British
best
people.
reptilian out of them all. But
I got British people coming over tomorrow. I'll ask them and I'll see if they can confirm that or not.
but yeah, so the whole reptilian thing is basically that it's said that they uh, obviously from outer space, and that they're flesh-eating, shape-shifting extraterrestrials, reptilian humanoids that were sent to Earth to enslave the human race. That's why all the reptilians are people of power. It's also said that the reptilians are to blame for the Holocaust and 9/11. They are also the ones behind the Freemasons and the Illuminati.
Jesus. I also believe that they're responsible for fidget spinners.
Well, yeah.
I can't really talk shit about them because me and Lurk have them. So even in the first episode, I was distracted because I was playing. Pretty much.
Since I mentioned Donald Trump, I might as well do a little doodad of Donald Trump's son. He is a time traveler, if you didn't know that.
Huh?
Donald Trump's son is a time traveler.
Elaborate.
I think what is his name? Barron?
I don't
Barron
know.
Trump? I think it's Barron.
He's got too many family.
There is a book from the 1800s that is titled Baron Trump. It's about a boy who lives in a castle called Trump. The castle's called Trump. There's a master whose name is Don, and basically is in charge and controls Baron. And it's about Don wanting them to go to Russia.
Whoa.
It's, I mean, obviously in the future we're going to have time travel. So, the first people that are going to have time travel machines are going to be the rich and wealthy. So the theory basically is that in the future, Donald Trump is going to be one of those people that is able to have a time travel device. And he goes back in time to the 1800s and writes this book about his triumphs and his son, and tries to make it a kid story about him and his son, and because obviously the castle called Trump is all the Trump towers that he has in the world, and his connection to Russia. And then he comes back, and that's that. Donald Trump's son is a time traveler, and
that's a pretty good one. I'll say that. That's a pretty good one. I got kind of a conspiracy theory involving time travelers. I don't know what the movie is called, but it's a Charlie Chaplin movie. I'm not sure if it's a silent movie.
Oh, with the lady that's in the background.
Yes.
Her cell phone?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. You watch that video and you're just like, there's nothing during that timeline she could have been doing that's not, like, what could she be doing that's not talking to herself? That looks like she's talking to a goddamn, like, iPhone. What is she doing?
There's so many, like, photo evidence and video evidence of people in a time period on a cell phone where phones weren't even a thing yet, really. And there was something else where there was some dude that was wearing, like, 90s clothing back in the, like, 1800s.
Oh, I know. I know what you're talking about. That's like the Black Dahlia, like, there was people surrounding, like, a corpse that was caused by the Black Dahlia, and somebody was, like, wearing, like, something you would see somebody wearing in the 90s or at a fucking coffee shop near LA. So,
yeah.
That looked wild. That was pretty nuts.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, if it's in a picture, it's gotta be, I was gonna say something really stupid. I was gonna say if there's a picture, if it's gotta be real. That looks.
I mean, you can Photoshop. But
that looks pretty fucking real to me, but it could have been fake.
They did look pretty real though. The video, especially the Charlie Chaplin one, that lady talking on a cell phone, like that looks so legit.
Unless she was like scratching her cheek like the whole time she was walking. I doubt it. I seriously doubt it. That she was doing something. She was doing something.
Yeah.
But that's the only one I got.
I mean, we can talk about how Taylor Swift is a clone of Zena LaVey, and if you don't know who Zena LaVey is, she is the daughter of the leader of Satanism. and she
was that one playing the bad chick in her fucking "You Belong with Me" music video? Was that like who Taylor Swift is based on?
So basically, I think that song that recently, well, not recently, but the music video with the snakes and Taylor.
Yeah, this podcast is being filmed in 2009, so Taylor Swift seems like she's a good girl. Hopefully, she won't become a bitch.
Yeah, that whole video is basically what they used behind this theory as well, with Taylor Swift being a clone of the leader of the Satanist daughter, because Zena LeVay looked kind of similarities to Taylor Swift in the face and whatnot.
Oh my god.
She was a high priority in the Church of Satanism for a long time. But yeah, so supposedly Taylor Swift is her clone. It basically, what I got from it was like the feud with Kanye and Kim was faked, just to add to her to do, and like, because they called her a snake, right?
Yeah. From
that fake feud or actual feud, whatever you would believe. I think it's an actual one, but I mean, Taylor used it to climb even more to glory.
Yeah.
But then calling her a snake in just comes the term of her being a Satan, like part of Satanism. There's also a myth with Taylor Swift and her dad, myth or conspiracy, because supposedly her dad bought at least 100,000 copies of Taylor's very first album to help her grow faster to fame, because he believed that your first album is your make it or break it, and if you don't make it, you're done. So he helped. So there's supposedly a warehouse somewhere in the world with hundreds of thousands of Taylor Swift's original CD in. So it's basically that since the beginning of Taylor's career that she's been kind of pushed down a dark path. And
or maybe what if the twin killed the good Taylor Swift, and now this new Taylor Swift is actually the fucked up bitchy twin? Boom, mind blown.
Oh my god.
all of these shit, like real or not, like a real, like actual, like fact or just a fucking conspiracy, these would be excellent movies. I want someone to make movies based on like half of the shit that we're talking about.
Yeah, I would love to see a satanic Taylor Swift movie.
No, I want to see a reptilian Justin Bieber movie.
Well, obviously reptilian Justin Bieber would have to be part of that. Like
maybe he could be the villain.
Oh my god.
It works.
Satanic Taylor Swift versus.
I thought you were gonna say satanic toilet. I was like, what are you talking about?
Gotta go to the toilet.
A satanic one. What is a satanic toilet?
When your shits are just like God's not helping you enough to get that one shit out, you gotta sell your soul to the devil.
You actually don't shit in it; it shits in you. I mean, that's not a satanic toilet. That's from Soviet Russia.
So I guess joke. This being satanic on that kind of leads to vampires.
Oh,
and
no.
Did you know that Nicolas Cage is a vampire?
You know what? I think I do. I think I saw the picture where, like, the dude looked dead on.
There is a photo of back in the Civil War of Nicolas Cage being around, hanging out.
Just imagine Nicolas Cage in the Civil War. Not like serious acting Nicolas Cage, but like fucking face off, bug-eyed crazy Nicolas Cage.
Oh my god.
He's like, I'm here to fight for the East. It's North versus South. It's the East and West. That's nothing. I'm here on behalf of the East. Okay, sure. Whatever.
Okay, sure. You do you, boo boo.
He's running through the fucking. There's all this bloodshed going on, and he's just running through the field. I'm a vampire. I'm a vampire. I'm a vampire. One of his best friends dies. People don't know, please look up those 2 clips of him running through the street screaming, "I'm a vampire," and then him crying in a jail cell, and he's just literally going, "Boo-hoo!"
Oh my god.
Literally saying boo-hoo. He's a
that this
beautiful,
is a thing.
he is a beautiful human being.
But yeah, it said that he reinvents himself every 75 years or so.
Good, because the world has not had enough of Nicolas Cage. We need more we need more Cage.
And I feel like that Nicolas Cage one is going to lead to one of the last big ones I have, and that is going to be the Keanu Reeves one. Because I'm going to end on the Lindsay Lohan one, because I believe in it so hard.
Oh boy, I'm excited.
So there is a whole website dedicated to Keanu Reeves being immortal.
I hope so.
Let me just let you
well,
soak that in.
I mean, he is the one.
I mean, if you look at his photos from like him, like there's no baby photos of Keanu. There's only just speculated ones of him being a like somewhat toddler and then him being like a school-aged boy. Like they're not actually him though. It's never been confirmed that it's him. He doesn't have any baby photos around on the internet that people have found.
I'm gonna look this up.
If you look at also, since you're looking up stuff, look at a photo from him in '94 compared to 2008.
Oh no, yeah, aged. He has not aged.
Like, even now, he is not aged. Like,
not really. Like yeah. you'll see like a movie because he's like the motherfucker allegedly is like 50 or something like that. But like I could convince that's makeup. He's actually just the flawless human being that he is.
Well, okay, so the makeup thing is definitely going to come later on in my conspiracy that I have written down.
Oh boy.
Because so basically Keanu's been around since 1800 AD, and he pops up as a person named Charlemagne is the name. So if you look up a photo of Charlemagne compared to Keanu, they look exactly the same.
I think I've seen that picture too.
Yeah, they have the exact same beard. Like the beard line is completely the same. The nose and eyes, it's like 10 out of 10. That is fucking Keanu Reeves. And Charlemagne is the man who spread Christianity in Rome. He ended up dying of a unknown, not very like prominent thing back in that time. And he basically before he died, he appointed his son like king or whatever. And then he was like, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna go die now in my room. So he like died in his room alone, and they put him in a tomb that was above ground. And it said that there was someone who actually opened up that tomb. I don't know if it was years later after his death, but I mean, putting his body in the tomb, he was dead. But someone opened up the tomb, went in, and saw him sitting on the throne that was built in the tomb, and his flesh completely still intact.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And it said...
That is such a Keanu Reeves thing to do. That is classic Keanu.
He's just, testing the waters of different things, because he comes back in the 19th century as Paul Newman. And Paul was a doctor for a short period of time, but he quit his doctor job to become an actor. This is when the makeup thing comes in, because it said that he then made many friends and whatnot, like in the actor community. So with the makeup and stuff, and he made sure that he was with makeup artists all the time. He kind of kept them around back then. Another kind of like side note, like now we're at Keanu. Let's move forward. There was a time that Keanu played a role of Hamlet at a theater in not Winnipeg or Ontario, somewhere in Canada.
I don't know why the idea of fucking Keanu Reeves trying to do fucking Shakespeare is funny to me.
But because he was Paul Newman in a previously in his life. And Paul was an actor back in that era. He knew all those people and whatnot, and was tight with in the actor realm. So he knows how to play Hamlet spot on. There's no photos or videos or anything of Keanu playing Hamlet, but there was an article done on his performance as Hamlet, and the person goes out of their way to say that Keanu is Hamlet. He embodied that part. That was the best portrayal of Hamlet, because Hamlet's based off of an actual, I think it's Norwegian prince.
Yes.
So he said his role was so good that he basically was that person. And it's well, yeah, he was around in that era. He knew that person. You know what I mean? That's why he played that role so spot on. He knew that prince.
Here's what we need to do. Someone needs to make a Hamlet movie and just cast Keanu Reeves as everybody. Not just Hamlet. His mom, his uncle, everybody. Just have him play everybody.
And again, talking about Paul Newman, Keanu Reeves, he also died in a weird way. He just kind of disappeared. He just went off the map. So it's basically said that anytime Keanu has been known to people, because in these gap years between Charlemagne and Paul Newman and him actually being Keanu, he's probably just lived different people's lives. You know what I mean? He's tried out different things, because obviously he was a doctor at one point. He quit that to be an actor, and he wanted to try other things. And he was a king at one time, and spread Christianity throughout. So he's testing the waters to see. And obviously he's really liked acting, because he's fallen back into that. Now, the makeup thing, even more. 2003, Keanu Reeves gave $15 million to special effects and makeup artists departments, and says that he has people were why'd you give us that much money, because that was all Matrix money that he gave them. He said that he has more than enough money to live for centuries. Obviously, you've been around since 1800 AD. You have a fuck ton of money. You are a famous actor twice.
A moment when fucking Keanu Reeves snitched on himself and no one caught it yet.
Exactly. And the fact of him giving the money to special effects and makeup artists is so that he has centuries worth of people working in that industry to keep him young looking.
I have enough money to last me centuries. Weird flex, but okay. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That might be my favorite conspiracy theory yet. The fact that, just alone,
you honestly, everyone needs to just look at the website, because I think it's Keanu Reeves immortal.com or something like that. I'm sure if you just Google it,
I made a website about it. Oh my god.
There's a website dedicated to everyone's theories, because this is intense, because he looks like Paul Newman, and he looks like Charlemagne, to a T. This is him. And clearly he has enough money to live for another few centuries. So...
shout out to my PS4 going off, but continue.
So I've got a few other little things.
I also have my dog on my lap because he was being kind of a shithead again. So this is his punishment. He gets to be in my lap the whole podcast.
You asked me to look up things with Elvis. Basically, people are just saying he's still alive. And to add in that, Tupac and Jim Morrison are still alive too.
There was some rapper out there recently that said, "Yo, Tupac's still alive. I just spoke with him on the phone," or something like that. I just spoke with him, and he never proved it. He just is making such a big deal. Man, I'm telling you, Tupac is still alive, and he hasn't yet to prove it.
There's so many people that say Tupac is still alive. I highly doubt it.
No, I think, once you get shot, multiple times. I'm assuming, yeah, you don't come back from that.
I mean,
I think he's deader than my soul.
Yeah, I believe that his death and Biggie's death were planned by the CIA, and as well as what was the
every celebrity death is plotted by the CIA.
Well, it's all people that are trying to make a change, right? Like if you look back into the time, like I'm really into watching like '90s hip hop.
I remember that time where like you were like, bruh, you gotta listen to this shit.
I'm still into that shit because I love documentaries, and the '90s hip hop shit has got me living. I love Tupac and Biggie. Like, I know at the time, when did they die? It was late '90s,
96 or 95, 96, like around that time.
Like, I know that I was little and very young then, but it still was kind of like, why did these people die? Like, I don't understand.
You were little, you were whittle. There's a difference. We were both like two around that time.
We were
2 or 3 or something like that.
Yeah. So I mean, like our whole we had a few years with these people being alive, but they were actually making a change. Like they were trying to help out their cities and make a change in the world and their country. Just like Bob Marley was trying to make a change too. He's fucking dead. It's the CIA's fault, supposedly.
Oh god.
Like,
so who's next? Who's like the next like celebrity that they're probably gonna kill off because they're trying to make a change? Who's goddamn next?
Probably Posty, to be honest.
Post Malone? You better leave Post Malone alone.
I mean, he's gonna make some albums about his his sad and his flexing, but I'm sure that he's gonna he seems smart enough. He's a clever guy.
That is the best description of every Post Malone song. He's sad, but he likes to flex.
Exactly. If it's my first choice before Post, because I think Post will be way later down the road, if anything, R.I.P. Eminem.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's already headed down a road where he's probably going to get himself murdered by the CIA.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I can see it.
Who would you say?
Oh, God. Oh, fuck my ass. I don't know. What celebrity is trying to make a change? Or at least being obnoxious about them changing? Kanye West.
I mean,
I can see Kanye West, especially with recent events.
Is he really making the world change?
He's trying to make the world.
Anyway,
he's trying to make the world better for himself.
I mean, it got worse. Isn't him and Kim getting a divorce?
Are they? I don't know.
That's what I last heard.
Well.
I don't know. I don't follow that shit. I just hear things.
Yeah, we don't follow that, but you were very heartbroken when I told you that possibly fucking Jake Paul and Erica Costello broke up.
Fuck Jake Paul. He probably broke Erica Costello's heart.
She made a diss track recently of she gave a very vague description of whoever she was talking about, but oh fuck, it was something about how karma's a bitch and it's gonna come back at you, and
obviously directed towards Jake.
Oh, probably. I mean, she had a crew that she used to run with, but they left after. I guess she went with Jake, and fucked her over. And then I guess Jake is.
This is a whole other podcast. We're gonna have to just.
It honestly is. You know
what we should do? We should try and slide into Erica Costello's DMs and see if she would like to be a guest on our podcast.
Bruh, with the amount of money she makes, there's no fucking way.
She'd be pro bono.
Pro bono. More like pro boner, because man, she's pretty. What? Debated on leaving that in there, but go
on. Miley Cyrus.
Oh no.
You know I love her to death. This one I think is just fucking stupid. I'm still drinking. I'm sorry.
It's Miley Cyrus next to a belt. How appropriate.
Did you know she was a sleeper agent for Obama?
What?
So here's the thing. There's supposedly a ton of celebrities that are considered sleeper agents because anything major that happens, something major happens to a celebrity, and that tries to cover up the major news that happens with a president or something bad in the world. But basically, supposedly Miley Cyrus, I don't know exactly what she did that occurred at the same time as Obama doing something, because I don't think he really, I think he did great as a president. I'm Canadian. That's my opinion. Y'all can think different. I think he was cleaning up a lot of mess that was left for him by the previous one, but we're not going to get into that because we're not talking about that. We're talking about
Miley Cyrus
being a sleeper agent. But basically,
that is a horrible movie waiting to be made.
It's a great movie, Bean. She's a great actress.
Didn't she actually do a movie where she was like a spy or something like that? Like long before she had like her crazy fucking like We Can't Stop days, Wrecking Ball days.
She did a few movies. She did The Last Song, which was beautiful with Liam Hemsworth.
Yeah, but what like
they met. And then she was a voice actor in a animated film called Bolt. Yeah.
But wasn't she in a spy movie or something like that?
I don't know. If she did, I didn't see it or hear about it. It was probably just in the States.
It was like 2012 it was made, so I guess it doesn't really matter.
But yeah, so basically if a major event happens, a celebrity does something the same day, same time, roughly, usually, to try and take some of the pressure off of whatever and get the media to focus on that instead of anything else.
Either that
Wendy
or
Williams,
have all their attention go back to them.
Yeah. But Wendy Williams is supposedly one too. I can't remember what hers was, but there was, when her show was on, I think it was just her trying to cover up the fact that she just mispronounced something or read the prompter wrong. But she says something wrong, corrects herself, and then just opens her eyes like huge, stares into the camera, grabs her head, and then falls to the ground.
What?
Yeah. Supposedly it was dehydration, according to the medic that was on site, but that also took place during a time that.
Oh, I remember that. I actually remember seeing that. I do remember seeing that video of her just like passing the fuck out. Like,
yeah,
she looked like fucking like.
She looked crazy.
Yeah, she looked like fucking mad. I didn't look like a ghost punched her in the face or something like that.
I honestly think she was just mad at herself that she fucked up saying some sort of easy word and then just like, oh,
kind of like you. How you trying to like start a podcast and you can't say simple words.
Yes, exactly. Except I don't pretend that I'm dehydrated.
Hi everyone, welcome. Oh no, she passed out. Quick, cancel the show. Upload this to YouTube.
But yeah, if you look it up, there's a lot of different, like, I didn't look into detail because there's a lot of things of celebrities doing something that corresponds with something other help happening to cover, and it's to cover it up or something.
Oh my god.
This one I just read tonight before we started. And Stevie Wonder.
He blind.
He isn't blind.
Oh my god.
He's been lying to us for years. And the proof for it is that he frequently attends basketball games.
Because who the fuck would want to be the guy just sitting next to Stevie Wonder going, he's bouncing the ball. He's still bouncing the ball. Oh, he just jumped. My god, did he jump? You should see that. Oh, I'm stealing a joke from Jeff Dunham. I apologize. Taking a blind guy to see a magic show. The elephant disappeared. It just fucking disappeared. Oh my god, he's juggling. You should see. Oh, sorry.
But yeah, so he frequently attends basketball games. I don't see
can't
how,
see
like,
shit.
I have sight, and I don't think attending a basketball game is very much to look at. But a blind guy wants to go to a ton of them. He also was caught catching a mic stand that was falling.
Oh, well, you know what? That's just like blind people have like such of grammar much. They have such a weird sense where like they can literally feel when something's about to fall.
But he's not Spider-Man. He's Stevie Wonder, and he's old
you don't
and
have
blind.
you don't have to be like blind people. I've known blind people that have like
I know they can have part vision. Like, it depends.
Not even part vision. They can just tell when something's about to happen. They can sense who's coming. They like.
But a mic stand is something that doesn't just normally fall.
Huh. So I guess like that joke that Robert Williams did doesn't really matter because like he made a joke about like talking about George W. Bush. And he was like, how was he as president? Kind of goofy. Yeah, he waved at Stevie Wonder. What the fuck? I guess Stevie Wonder, if he can see, he just chose not to wave back.
He could see. He saw Bush wave at him, and he chose not to fucking wave back.
Mr. Wonder, Mr. President, what's up? He's blind. Well, open the curtains, then he can see me. No, Mr. President, not that guy. He's legit blind. What do you mean? Like Ray Charles? Oh, there's only one blind musician. Don't be silly.
It's speaking of Ray Charles again. There's people saying that Stevie faked it because he saw how big Ray Charles was and he was blind, so he might as well fake it. He might get more attention for being so good at what he's doing and being a blind guy. He also is really into photography.
Every picture he tries to take is just a selfie. He doesn't even know it. That's why he sells an art gallery, and it's all his face.
He's also taken, so he's taken photos. I haven't seen the photos. I'm actually curious. Let me just Google.
Let's look him up right now. It's all just his face.
Stevie Wonder photography. I mean, these are not photos he took. These are photos people have taken of him.
It's just pictures of him. Fuck it. What is with me trying to type? Here. Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to witness me cheat. Photos that Stevie Wonder has taken. I should say have taken. This is actually a moment that I'm gonna leave in. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just pictures of him.
Okay, well, I found one photo from 1974 that he took, and it's off-centered. One guy's head is barely in it, so maybe he's trying.
I still like my idea better that like it's all just selfies and he has the camera the wrong way and no one ever tells him.
Fixing.
How about we just let's help out Stevie Wonder? No, boo boo. No. Let's just let him have fun.
Supposedly he's done some other things too that are other activities that are typically reserved for people who have sight. I don't know what those ones are.
Driving a car.
But
he's driving his friends home from a bar. And the officer's like, why are you driving? And he goes, well, because all my other friends are drunk.
I'm the DD.
Oh my God.
Why is that? Because I didn't drink. But you also can't see. Yeah, so what's the problem? This last conspiracy.
Oh boy.
I believe in it so much.
Is this the Lindsay Lohan one?
This is the Lindsay Lohan one.
Oh my God.
Now,
yes.
Oh my God.
I'm excited.
Let me just bring up something for a second. Here we go. Okay, so 1998. Do you know what movie came out in 1998 starring a young Lindsay Lohan?
I'm guessing A Parent Trap?
The Parent Trap.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about The Parent Trap. Beautiful movie. You saw the movie, right?
I saw it multiple times because it used to play on TV a lot. So
then
I kept watching it.
you would know the movie very well, like I do.
Yes.
Supposedly the movie stars just Lindsay Lohan playing her and her twin sister, and it's this huge role for Lindsay because she's playing two characters. She's playing identical twins. For those who don't know the Parent Trap, the concept of the movie is very terrible because it gives kids it gives kids of divorced parents hope that you can get your parents back together
and meet your twin.
So basically, the premise of the story, to give everyone a little hooter-natty, I don't fucking know.
Natty.
One twin is with the mother, the other twin is with the father. They separated, they divorced each other when the kids were babies, so they had no recollection of each other or the other spouse, or other parents, sorry, not spouse, you're not married to your parents.
Unless you're from Kentucky.
Unless you're from Kentucky. Good old Kentucky Fried Chicken and a Pizza Hut. McDonald's. Okay, sorry, it's Fat Kid song. One was raised by her mother. I sang the Fat Kid song.
Oh my god.
It's from Super Size Me?
I have not seen Super Size Me.
Okay, well, we're going to have to do a podcast where we watch Super Size Me.
Oh, no.
So anyways, one was raised in the UK by her mother. The other was raised in the States by her father. They end up going to the same summer camp, and that's where they're like, oh, shit, hey, why do you look exactly like me? And they realize they're twins. Without telling their parents, they swap places. So one goes home to meet her long-lost dad, and the other goes home to meet her long-lost mom. Eventually, some people find out, and they end up rekindling the parents, and the parents get back together in the end, and they live happily ever after. This was a huge break for Lindsay Lohan because she played two different roles. But if we go back to the movie, like, when I watched this movie for the first time, I was like, there's no fucking way that Lindsay Lohan does not have a twin. I was convinced Lindsay Lohan has a twin.
Let me guess. She does.
She fucking had a twin. Because let's there's so many scenes in this movie where they touch each other quite often, or they're so close to each other and they're touching. Like, do you recall that they touched a lot in this movie?
Yeah, they were showing up those effects up the ass, or maybe it wasn't effects.
But there couldn't be, because if you look at any other movie in 1998 that were using green screens, because green screen is what is used when characters touch, and it's the same person, because split screen is used when they're not touching but in the same room. But a green screen, if you look at any other movie in that time period, it was shit. You could see the green screen. It was crappy effects. The budget on this movie I have written down so that everyone can believe me that it was $15 million budget. And Dennis Quaid was in this movie, so he took up half of that. So that leaves very small budget to be able to have that great of green screen effects.
15 million, you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's... Well, I'm sure there was a lot for, like, 90's sake, but, like, even then, like, that's amazing to think that counts as, like, a small budget.
It's a small budget.
Dennis Quaid isn't that big of an actor, although I forgot who played the mom, but, like...
What do you mean Dennis Quaid? Do you not know Dennis Quaid?
I know Dennis Quaid, but, like, he's not in a lot of shit lately. And probably then,
lately,
too. He was in Field of Dreams. Was he in Field of Dreams? He was in Field of Dreams, was he? He was in Field of Dreams. He had to be in Field of Dreams.
Dennis Quaid back then was a huge actor.
Hold on. Was Dennis Quaid in Field of Dreams? Question mark. Okay, can I? God damn it! Just answer my question.
Here, I can look it up. When was Field of Dreams?
I don't know. Hold on. In Field. He was in a movie with. Yeah, he was. No, wait, no, that's Kevin Costner. Shit, I got Kevin Costner and fucking Dennis Quaid mixed up. So who the fuck is Dennis Quaid?
Okay, well.
I know he was in that Rookie movie.
He's a very well-known actor. He's a very well-known actor.
Or was.
Is.
Was.
is
Was.
he's been acting since 1975. So by 98, he's a very well-seasoned actor.
Yeah, that counts as seasoned.
Like, if you talk to anybody who knows this theory and knows Dennis Quaid, like, and like the movie industry a little bit, 15 million shit budget for a movie.
Yeah,
and
very much so.
Dennis Quaid would have had to been a good majority of that to be able to have him because of him being a great actor and being super well known. But with all this backstory behind us, let me introduce you to Lindsay Lohan's twin that starred in this movie.
Oh no.
Her name is Kelsey. Kelsey Lohan. There's a few theories. The one that I'll start with is the one that I believe in. So Kelsey, both, like, this is how Lindsay Lohan got her start, right? Kelsey also would have gotten her start from this movie. They just finished filming, hadn't done any promotions for it yet. They, people just knew that it was probably being made. They didn't know who was starring in it. Because, internet wasn't that huge back in the late 90s. I mean, it was there, but not to the, like, they didn't release a lot of information about who was in it.
Back in the 90s, the hottest website that was there was a fucking Space Jam website. So,
yeah.
Which, by the way, you can still visit.
Good God. After finishing filming, we lost poor Kelsey in a car accident. R.I.P. Kelsey Lohan. You will forever be missed. Disney, when they found out, they decided to cover it up. So what they did is don't laugh. What they did is, like, we all know the Lohan family is fucked up and would do anything for $1.
Yeah. Oh so my lord.
Disney paid off the Lohans to pretend that Kelsey never existed. And because they didn't want to, it would be really bad if Disney put out a movie starring a dead child.
I thought you were gonna say dead chick.
I was gonna say child and kid. It would be really bad. Like, honestly, if they did that, it would be really bad. They'd have a lot of backlash. So they covered their ass. They paid off the Lohans, and they decided that they're gonna twist it and say, you know what, they're identical enough that we can say that Lindsay played both parts. It'll be huge for Lindsay. She'll have all this, like it'll be her big break. This little girl getting her first movie break, and she plays two different characters. How amazing would that be? More money for you, and life will go on. Easy peasy. So, if you look at one of the iconic photos from The Parent Trap, let me send it over to you because...
Oh, God.
For those of you at home listening, it is a photo of Lindsay and Kelsey with their camp t-shirts on from the movie, and one's got their arm over the other. I believe it's Kelsey who has the long hair, and it's Lindsay who has her hair up. And if you look at this photo, look at it very closely, and you'll see some differences. You'll see Kelsey with the long hair, that her teeth are different. One protrudes a little bit more. Her teeth are slightly different. Some of the freckles are out of place. Their eyes are a little bit different. They're very close to being similar, but there's slight indications that they are not identical twins, just like Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, who look like they're fucking identical, but they are not identical twins. They are fraternal twins.
This is kind of a stretch, but if you look at, like, the one on the left, her eyebrows are, like, a little bit thinner than
exactly
the one with short hair.
Yep.
There's a lot of spots where, like, they have the same freckles. They got the same mole, like, not mole, but, like, one little red dot on their cheek there. But, like, yeah, you're right. Her teeth are...
The teeth are very much different.
And her ears, like, the ears are a little bit more pointy.
Yeah.
Like, this is just, like, a small Disney movie they made. There is no way...
Oh, yeah.
They made, like... They put this much attention in detail in 95 or whatever year this movie was made.
Just look at this photo. That would have had to been green screen. That does not look green screen at all either.
Not really.
Yeah.
Not really.
And it
That's
would be
too
noticeable
good.
if it was. It's way too good to be a 98 movie.
That is way too... Oh, 98. Okay, yeah, that's... Wow, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
So that's a photo of Kelsey and Lindsay.
And you know what?
they're-
Lindsay Lohan is so fucked up in the head, especially with recent
See,
events.
and that's what it comes down to. Because shortly after this movie came out and whatever, and it did good, her parents ended up getting the divorce and whatnot. And then Lindsay started to go. This is the start of her going insane, because the reason why Lindsay Lohan is so fucked up the way that she is because she took credit for her fucking sister's role. She didn't get a chance to grieve over her sister. She had to shove it down so deep that she went insane. Doesn't it just make so much sense why Lindsay Lohan and that family are fucked beyond belief?
Yeah, it does, kinda.
They had to hide the fact that they had this other child. Lindsay's twin sister. Twins have that twin connection. That was killed off that day. Lindsay felt a part of her die and wasn't allowed to grieve. She had to shove it down and pretend that she was happy for many years. Spaz, shut up. I don't know if you heard him meow, but he screamed.
The cat's like, no way. So we're both having pet problems, as we can see.
Yes.
Wow. Wow, that is...
Yeah, it's God
Wow.
rest Kelsey's soul, and the fact that she has a name. She has a name. It's said that her name was released because hello?
Her name was really... It knocks on the door, it's Lindsay Lohan. Shut the fuck up. Do not fucking talk. Oh.
He just knocked down my greens. That was why I was like, hello?
Oh my god, Spaz, please.
1 second. Wait, stop hugging everything? Like, my god. Okay, so
Wow.
Kelsey's name is said to have come up because Lindsay Lohan's father got super wasted in a bar one night and was talking about it. He got a little lippy and let go a secret of his other daughter that he had lost, and her name was Kelsey.
Jesus.
Other theories is that I don't believe Disney would do this, but it's said that Disney put out a hit on Kelsey because they didn't want to pay her, and if she was dead, they wouldn't have to pay. But
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
if you
that's a
killed her
stretch.
off, you know, like you're paying those people to shut them up to say that it was just Lindsay, not Kelsey.
That's a stretch, yeah.
Um,
Well.
but
Wow.
I have more to this though.
Oh god, oh my god, more.
So, there was also never any, like, you know, when a movie comes out, there's usually like photos on set, especially if someone was to be having a body double,
Yeah.
like Lindsay would have if
Yeah.
she did play both parts. There was never any photos
Was there
leaked at all.
is there video of it?
I don't think there's video. As far as like my research has gone, I haven't seen anything of back then of there being the body double. But there is a body double, and her name is Erin McKay. She looks nothing like Lindsay at all. And the only time that evidence of the body double came forward was when this conspiracy theory took full-fledged, and Disney needed to cover their ass. So they actually paid Erin McKay to come forward and say that she was the body double, and they then released a couple photos, like of Erin in the spot of Kelsey, or I don't even know if they replaced it with Kelsey. They might have replaced it with Lindsay. So I'm trying to think, and I think the other girl in those photos had the long, but I mean they ended up both having the same hair. But there was the photo of them on the ship. Oh, in this one. Okay. That one. That is one of two photos that was released with Aaron McKay, the body double.
I gotta see this. Okay, hold on.
And that could have easily been photoshopped in too. Because by the time this surfaced, there was better internet tools.
Huh. Okay, yeah, you know what? Something doesn't seem right about this picture.
Yeah.
Something does
Like,
not
why,
seem right.
Why did they choose that photo out of all photos of Aaron to probably put in there? Here's another one. But Lindsay doesn't look very happy at the same time.
Oh my god. Wow, I'm... Huh. Out of all the like, conspiracy theories that you read out, because I'm obviously somebody that's like, is that true? I don't know, but like, this one seemed pretty, if not legit, plausible. I could believe that like, something happened here, something going on. So
there was even a website that said that at the time of filming, Aaron was 18 and Lindsay was 11.
Huh.
But I don't know how true that was. I think they might have been around the same age. I don't think there was that much of a gap because even someone at the age of 18 wouldn't be able to play a body double role.
Yeah.
For an 11-year-old child. What are you doing? Packing a bag. But yeah, so I mean,
wow.
Rest in peace, Kelsey Lohan. Your performance was amazing, and I feel very sad for the Lohan family.
Wow, that would explain a whole lot. And the thing is, it's almost impossible to believe anything current Lindsay Lohan says now because she's so batshit insane. You're just like, this could be true. I don't know. I don't know. What the hell is happening with this family?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Their family is so fucked up that it makes it so believable.
Jesus Christ. Even like fucking like television shows would be like, want to do a reality show on the Lohan family? Oh, hell no. hell no. Just.
Hell no.
Just.
That'd be way too much.
Like, this is television. This isn't a snuff film. We're not doing this shit. Jesus. Well, that was this has been an eventful night. I feel like we've learned a lot, or if not, we haven't learned. Maybe we've,
listened to some useless information.
Maybe not totally useless. There's some plausible, like obviously the Marilyn Monroe thing. I believe 100%.
Oh yeah.
The Miley Cyrus one is bullshit.
Yeah.
The Justin Bieber one's interesting. It'll be a great idea for a movie, but I don't know. The Keanu Reeves one is like cool as fuck.
Old.
The Nicolas Cage one is hilarious.
Yeah, I saw that. I had to add it. It's fucking Nicolas Cage.
And the Lindsay Lohan one is so insane. It seems very plausible.
I figured it was a good one to end on because I believe it so much, and I know there's a ton of people out there too that if they haven't heard it, they need to hear it.
Yeah.
If you grew up in the 90s and you saw this movie,
which you have.
I don't know anyone exactly. I don't know anyone who has like seen this movie and not believe that there was a twin. Like
exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. Just holy shit.
Ow. Spaz cut me. It's okay.
God damn it, Spaz. I think this is what we're going to call it. We have been recording for an hour and 24 minutes.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all. So thank you, everybody, for listening to this pretty insane... What the fuck was that?
Spaz. He attacked a bag.
If I fits, I sits.
Exactly.
Thank you for listening to this really crazy conspiracy theory edition of Let's Get Things Straight. I am Mr. Lister to Sister Fister. I mean Rick. I mean Rob.
And I am Lurk.
The Rick thing was actually a mistake. I meant to call myself Rob, but it came out as Rick.
Yeah, well now everyone's going to call you Rick again.
Well, that hasn't changed. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Oh, and Spaz said his last goodbye.
Yep.
Okay, bye.
Bye.